I thought I'd make a video to discuss something that a lot of people probably have talked about, but something that's a reality, and that's body image. It's an ongoing struggle, and despite losing, going on 130 pounds from surgery, I still will look at my body and think that not a lot's changed. Now I can look in photos and clearly see that I'm wrong, but I look down and things just look distorted. And it's psychological for the most part, but when you get used to seeing yourself a certain way, it's hard to see it another way. I think that that's something that a lot of people don't realize, especially after surgery, because you're going through so much that's just one additional thing. And so it can be really hard. I pick out clothes and I look and I say, well, there's no way that that's going to fit me. And it does. And I look good in it. I guess there's a big difference between what other people see and what you see. And that can even vary by the day, by the hour even. Even the mirror that you choose to look in. So that's something that I think everybody goes through at some point. And if you don't, then, more power to you. I deal with that a lot. And it's not every day. I don't always look down and think, oh, this is disgusting. But now, since I'm kind of dealing with this post-sagging skin issue, I do look down and think, oh, I can't wait until it's gone. And I can't wait until it's gone. I really want it gone. And now, I'm moving into looking at what it's going to cost to get these arms taken care of, because those are probably the next thing that I can't stand. But I think that there are moments where I just don't see what other people see. And it's just because my eyes and my brain have been trained to see me a certain way. And it's hard to break free of that. And I think the other thing is looking at other people's bodies. And I mean like other people who are heavier. There is something that goes on in my brain, and I'm not alone in this, is when I look at, a heavier person and I think, wow, number one, I used to be like that. And number two, I wonder how you can make it better. And it's not like a judgment thing, like, oh, this is just another fat person. I get that. I was that. And I think my mindset will always be that person. I don't know that that's ever going to change, but I see others and I think, it can be so much better. And I had no idea how much better it could be until after it happened. Now, I'm not saying that everyone needs to get surgery. That's not it. But I think there's now a part of me that just wants what I have for everybody else. And I know that's not always feasible, and it's not something that everybody wants. And it's not under my control. But I think because I've had such a good experience with changing my body and changing how I eat and changing my lifestyle, that I want to see changes in other people too. And I don't know that that's a bad thing, but I think it's something I didn't pay attention to before, but now I do. I also am way more aware about how people treat you a lot differently when you're thinner than when I was bigger. It's just a fact of life. The assumptions that people make when you're larger, the comments, those type of things they happen all the time, and now they don't. And of course I like it because, people are nicer and they don't make those judgment calls immediately. But at the same time, it makes me really question, like, what makes this so different? I'm the same person. I'm still thinking the same way. I still laugh the same way. My mind hasn't changed in that regard. I'm still who I am. I'm just smaller. But society can be cruel. And I hope that I can be an example of ways that people can behave kindly and know that people aren't always aren't always easy to read. Things can't be taken at face value. You don't know another person's story, and it's not fair to judge that. But anyway, those are just some thoughts that I've had kind of over the last few days, and I wanted to share. If you have any questions, feel free. Like I said, I'm honest to a fault, so I'm really not afraid to answer anything. So send them my way.